What's going on? Just wanted to say thank you for the $45, Devon. Love you for that. Also wanted to say baldness is indeed unstoppable. Anyway, thank you.
So I go on my timeline and Hassan Piker, the lol cow, the douchebag, the freaking idiot moron, the terrorist supporter, the dog shocker. The guy is there. Like, he's just algorithmically swept up. He hits all the right notes to irritate, to generate hatred and outrage, and he's just so dumb. He is that guy. So I look at this and I say, Hassan Piker says he wants to destroy the white race. And it's some clip that I think Tectone unearthed, some streamer guy who hates him, rightfully so. Everyone should hate this dude. And this idiot brown Fabio douchebag, holy God. At first I thought, well, wait a minute. He's kidding. Oh, and he is kidding. Kind of. And this is the LARPy, idiotic, low IQ game that they play. But when I come down here and some of the comments, can Trump arrest him already? My wife and I will be having one extra white child because of this post. Better luck next time. America deserved 9/11. And then it was this. And now, at first I was like, oh, this has got to be AI. Because why are they zoomed in and you can't see his mouth? And I'm assuming it's because it's hard to get a lip sync to look believable with AI. But no, he used to zoom in when he was trying to be funny. And so this is a while ago, and he said this.
We're gonna keep bringing in immigrants in this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're gonna destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do.
You know who's into fucking sisters and being incestuous? Your family. Your great-grandparents, in fact, are family members of themselves. You are inbred. A point blank, I'm not kidding.
On purpose.
So this is one of these things, this is his attempt at comedy, but it's not comedy. So, well, first of all, it's not funny, but second of all, he actually does hate white people. He actually does want to see the destruction of white people. He's pretty clear about that.
We're gonna keep bringing in immigrants in this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're gonna destroy the white race, bitch.
So he was trying to get inside the head of some commenter that he was, doing a role-playing thing where he's going, oh, this is our real plan. This is what you're scared of. But underneath that, he actually, well, first of all, everything he does and says is in support of brown and black and Muslim people. So every coalition he's a part of, the reason he likes Mamdani is because he's a brown, hairy dude, Muslim. I mean, that's where his allegiance lies. He hates white people. He actively goes against white people. He has for years. So where's the joke here? It's like the same thing of, would you call yourself a communist? Oh, well, I mean, I have a picture of Lenin behind me. I mean, I'm definitely a socialist. I don't use the word communist, but I do go to China. I do dress as, famous Chinese communist leaders. And I think the fall of the Soviet Empire was the worst thing that happened in the 20th century. So you're a communist. No, I mean, not against it, but yeah, I'm full. I mean, so it's just like he did the same thing with cracker when he started calling white people crackers. He's like, well, look at these crackers out here. And he thought it's a fun racial slur and it doesn't count because it's against white people. And then he got a little slap on the wrist for that at Twitch. And then he doubled down and was like, let's do a anti-white slur tier list with, by the way, a Jewish left-wing fuck, H3H3, Ethan Klein. And they're sitting there going through all the bad words you can call a white person. But we're just doing this for fun and for we don't actually mean it. But we do actually mean it. That's the problem. So I was looking through some of the comments of this. Piker is a nepo baby, worthless piece of shit. He's never had a job. He has zero redeeming qualities and is a narcissist who craves attention. This is all true. All he does is trash this country, want to destroy our government, is even farther left than the DSA. He preys on the weak-minded, uninformed, and okay, yes. The rest of that scared me. The length of that scared me. I mean, just look at the fucking guy, dude. Look at this dude. It's absolutely wild. Fuck this terrorist. They don't hate racism. They hate white people. I mean, for sure, legit. Like, this is just some brown coalition. He actually does. So even though that quote of his was taken technically in jest, it was one of those things of how far are you willing to take it? Like, to what degree is there a piece of truth in this joke? Is it 20%? Is it 30? Kind of 40. I mean, if you pressed me on it behind closed doors, it's like 75%. This is how I feel. I'm pretending it's a joke, and that is the joke. You understand? He should get off streaming and do what he does best, get fat and work at a 7-Eleven. Okay. Believe it or not, hating white people is racism too. Yeah, we're way past that, dude. We're not going to be on defense. We're on offense. The Rise of the Planet of the Apes? Okay, that's misplaced, but I like the spirit. So this dude, yeah, he shocks his dog. Deport this Turkish roach now. Let me just explain to you, like, what this guy thinks of white people. It's worse than we're gonna fuck your people, and like, it's just disrespect and fuck you white people. That's his general thing, but it's worse than that. Like, if you type in Hassan Piker white, he did a video a couple years back. It says white people do not exist. So he's got a picture of white people. He sometimes calls himself white people, which he absolutely is not. And he says white people don't exist. So the ultimate disrespect is to nullify your entire identity. You're nothing. So, hey, do you think Israel has the right to exist? No. Fuck Israel, fuck Israelis. Poof, I disappear all components of you that would merit respect or consideration. You are gone. You're nothing. Goodbye.
Hi, Devin. I hear you're an awesome friend and you do a lot for your community and you stand up for what's right, and your impact on people reach further than you know, and that you're a true role model. So what I'm going to say to you is stay woke. Me and Fish want you to stay woke. Who's your baby?
My friend believes in the Great Replacement without realizing. How do I convince him out of it? That is an unfortunate reality for many people. The best thing to ask people when they believe in the Great Replacement is why they believe people are being replaced and who they're being replaced with and what that replacement looks like. And they'll
Looks like less white people in the country. These are not hard questions to answer, Hassan. It means brown people, black people, Asian people, Jewish people, anybody. Jews will not replace they're actually a small percentage of this, but there's just hordes of people from the turd world. Okay, so, and it's not replacement is a strong term. It's just the numbers are not what they used to be. We liked it as it used to be. And that's basically it.
often say white people are being replaced. That's the entire point of this, right? Legacy Americans is what Tucker Carlson says, but they'll usually say it's white people at the underlying, like the ultimate people that are being replaced are the white people. There is
Yes, the number of white people by percentage in our country is going down. So, replacement is not the right word to use. It's just the diminishment and the lessening of our population as it pertains to percentage in our country. So it's barely a white majority country, and the best planets on Earth are white majority countries. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, we like it that way. We like white people. We are pro-white. We are white. Like, fuck you, in other words.
no such thing as white people.
He just said there's no such thing as white people. So, like, can you imagine that that's your take on it? Like, the nullification of the identity. Just saying, because it's a big term and the definition has shifted over the years, we're not even talking about specifically waspy white Anglo-Saxon. Like, we're not even delineating between Spanish, German, French. Like, we're just talking basic. We're looking for, we are Europeans, we are white. And the country was always that. So, I mean, they do the same thing, by the way, the Muslim world. So, like, this fucking freak, this fucking spastic bitch is Turkish. He's not even Arab. He's not Palestinian. He's not even Muslim, but he identifies with all those brown people. So he's loosely part of the Muslim diaspora. I mean, it has like a gravity of its own. Even Anna Hooknose Kasparian has just attached herself to it for the clicks and the likes and the popularity. Meanwhile, she's like, comes from a Christian Armenian family who were genocided by these very people. Unfucking believable. But I mean, forget her. She works for the Young Turks. I mean, the group that killed her people. So she's an idiot. Also, she's now going back to Christianity, so she's no longer an atheist, which is, I mean, really embarrassing and stupid. So to just say it doesn't exist is the ultimate disrespect. It's like, I think so little of you and your people that I'm just going to claim you aren't a thing.
white. My skin is white. There's the paleness of your skin.
You're not white, dude. First of all, your skin is not white. You want to talk about white skin? Come, I'll show you some white skin.
Skin that makes you white, which is like what we see and what we think of when we think of white people. But the real white people concept is
He's air quoting white people.
a political one that was deliberately crafted to justify racial subjugation to black people.
So it's like it's totally ridiculous. And I could pause this. I probably will pause this. I'll try to power through it. I'll just ratchet up my brain to like 1.5 speed. No, the identity of white people has nothing to do with racial subjugation. Okay, that is the lens and the prism that you look at us through. The vast majority of us, especially now, have nothing to do with that. Nothing whatsoever to do with that. Even in the heyday of slavery, it was less than 1% of people owned slaves. No one is talking about that. That's the only way you want to talk about whites, because you try to hang it over our heads and go, this is the one thing about you guys that makes you you guys, is that you're fucked up and evil. It's like, this is so fucking disrespectful. It's crazy, and it leaves out every other accomplishment, identifier, human endeavor achieved by white people, defining white people. You just go, no, forget all that. I want to label you as bad and evil, so I will hang this one thing over your head and only talk about that in reference to your entire race. Insane.
It started all the way back with the one drop rule in an effort to make sure that there was a
Yeah, you got a lot of drops in you, so you're not white.
differentiating factor between the people that were being subjugated,
Also, you're the product of incest, so you're inbred.
between the people that were forced into slavery, because if you recognize that the people
I want to talk about white people. Okay, pivot to slavery. That's the talking point. That's the hierarchy of rhetoric I can use to get those whites, fucking whites.
that you were enslaving were real human beings,
Oh, was I? Did I enslave some people?
then all of a sudden that gets into tricky moral territory for a lot of people who are
We're morally bad. Oh, God. Yeah, hey, whites, remember that one thing that you did, the slavery? Hey, doesn't it cancel out when we ended the slavery? Like, we did that too. So they do the same thing. They'll bring up Nazis. Like, he literally will bring up Nazis because Nazis are white. Therefore, you are white. Therefore, you're a Nazi. It's the transitive property of math. If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. Sorry.
we're going to say, that's not a good look, Sweaty. You're kind of enslaving human beings.
Yeah, we are. Oh, God. That was me. My bad, dog. Sorry. Here's what we did. We stared at a wall like a dunce. You know that final scene in Blair Witch Project? Made by white people. That person's in the corner and they're like looking at a wall. It's like really underwhelming climax to that movie. That's what we did for millennia. Then we enslaved blacks, and then we went back to staring at a wall. That's fucking white people, right?
That's where whiteness comes from. And I'm not talking about whiteness like I'm white, my pale skin.
The pale skin. He's bringing up Indian terminology. Right. The pale skin is coming.
Talking about whiteness as a dominant political faction.
A political faction. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you? Dude, white people, if you're in a majority white country, that's not a dominant political faction. That's just the human beings in the country. Okay, we have political parties. We have the Republicans with the Democrats. We don't have the whites. All right, we maybe should.
People talk about white. There's two different kinds of white. What I'm specifically talking about is whiteness.
Oh, whiteness, that thing, the one that needs to be abolished and doesn't exist, that one.
As a political tool, as a political concept. It is one way to conceptualize power. And that's precisely why that
The guy has black fingernail polish on as he's and like a mullet, and he's describing to us how bad we are. Because whiteness is bad. Just trust me, bro. Listen.
Group, because it's because whiteness is only defined by what it's not. Whiteness is
According to you, whiteness is defined by what it's not. Oh my lord, that's fucking crazy. Actually, it reminds me of atheism. Atheism and atheists are defined by what they're not, which is like why it's a nothing burger. So for me to say I'm not a believer in Bigfoot, I'm not a believer in astrology, doesn't define me. You're right. It just means I'm smarter than you. That's it.
defined by its proximity to blackness.
Proximity to black. So we didn't exist. Whiteness, European race, our biology, our extended family, our history, our very beings, like the actual human beings who are white, did not exist or matter until we came into proximity with the fucking people in Africa? Huh? The hell are you babbling about? Imagine trying to convince yourself of this worldview. It's absolutely demented. Crazy.
Whiteness is only defined by capturing power and being the dominant in-group in this circumstance. When people say
What? Whiteness is capturing power. You know, the brown people and the black people, they don't have power. They don't have governments. They don't have militaries. They don't have conquest. They don't have histories. Like, what? The fuck? You think you're better than us? Like, what? In what fucking universe? So this is just the jealousy of a dude who's been trampled. Like, the British beat the Turks. The Turks lost all the wars. The Turks lost their empire. The Turks suck at battle and at having a military. So he has to go after them, and he finds little ways to sort of, jab. Here we go. You guys are crackers, and you don't exist. And oh yeah, you just want to seize power, you guys.
White culture, that's precisely what they're talking about. That's why there is nothing really identifiable about white culture.
What the hell? What in the... There's nothing identifiable about white culture. First of all of America, everything about America is white culture. From popcorn at movies, to airplanes, to the 4th of fucking July, to every custom and tradition in this fucking country, to Halloween, okay, to the river dance, to Hollywood, to you name it. If it comes from America, to hot dogs, to baseball, to sports, we would be here forever. He just tried to eradicate all of that and be like, oh no, that stuff just exists. That's just in the ether. That just was here. You guys don't get credit for that. What on earth are you fucking... So that sort of attempt to negate the entirety of white culture, we don't call it white culture because we're not so petty and racial, and because we're not in a flex off with the fucking dirt peddlers from the Middle East to be like, hey, brown guys, nice kebab, what else you got? It's not really like that for us, so we don't need to label everything white. But if you want to get technical, let's go through the history of music in our country. Blacks have contributed, no doubt. White musical contributions from England and America? Now, we don't call it white music. Nirvana is never called a white band. It is a white band. And Kurt was probably such a bitch that he would never say such a thing. But that is that. Okay, so we could list off accomplishments. And by the way, all of this is just a chest beating. It's just a dick measuring. It's a flex off. So it's a proxy war for self-worth. Look, it would be kind of childish and juvenile to be like, me good. But this is what the conversation is. Me good. No, me good. Well, no, me good. Well, why you good? Me went to moon. No, you no go to moon. White people went to moon. But that wasn't you. But me white. Okay, but so they're white and you're white? Yeah. So I kind of went to the moon. But did you? Okay, fine. Forget the moon. Let's just talk about space. White people went to space. Who? Yuri Gagarin. Okay. Yuri Gagarin went to space. Congratulations. Yeah, that's not you going to space. Yeah, but Yuri kind of looks like me. Wait, but Yuri's Russian. You're American. Yeah, but he's white. And I'm white. So I kind of went to space. White people are advancing the species by propelling us into other worlds and exploring outer space. Okay? That is a dominant white enterprise. It always has been. Go look at the room in NASA when they cut away to the NASA dorks high-fiving. Okay, that's a white culture, motherfucker. Okay, explain. How's the Turkish space race coming along? Fat guy? Fucking... Okay, but the point is, don't be confused that it's personal self-worth issues that are being projected out onto larger groups that they consider the in-group. So we Muslims do this, so therefore we good. Me Spanish guys kicked ball into net, therefore me good. Okay, none of it actually computes, but it's very satisfying to human beings. A Scottish guy just broke the mile record. Yeah, so Devin Tracy's awesome? How do you figure? Well, I'm Scottish, but you don't sound Scottish. If you sounded Scottish, you'd have a lot of subscribers and probably be popular. Okay, but my dad's Scottish. He's British. Yeah, Britain. Scotland's part of Britain. Okay, but he sounds English. Okay, well, he wore a kilt to his wedding. That's true. And he plays the bagpipes. And he comes from the Campbell family. The Campbells are Scottish. Okay, so because you have Scottish lineage and a Scottish guy just broke the mile record, you're saying you're great? Yes. Yes. That is the logic of it. I can't say that full sentence because it sounds retarded. It sounds pathetic, actually. It sounds pathetic. But yes, a Scottish man just broke the mile record. And yes, I'm Scottish. You do the math. Well, what's your mile time? Probably 7, I could break an 8-minute mile.
Particular, other than like memes like, lol, eating mayo, putting raisins in potato salad.
Hey guys, whiteness comes down to eating mayonnaise and putting raisins in a salad. That's the accomplishments of the white race. I mean, dude, crack open a history book, not even a history book, walk outside into any city or any country that was formed and founded by white human beings. And you're going to talk to me about mayonnaise? Holy shit. Oh my God. So again, it's just an attempt to insult, and like the lie of omission here is just fucking like everything in this image, including the freaking internet that we're even communicating on, is white product. Okay, it is. You see that basketball? A white man invented basketball. Okay, a white guy won the dunk contest. This guy right here, Obama, is a white guy. Okay, who's a president, accomplished dude, Harvard, etc. There's a Queen of England. Oh, what has England ever done? How long you got? How much time you got? What else do you have in here? We invented the piano key necktie. We invented two-story buildings. Maybe didn't invent that. I'm sure the Chinese, the Chinks, figured that out too. Happy faces, probably us. Antifa. Well, we at least are the Fa. So we did the Fa. So we're kind of responsible for that. Oscar. That's actually a statuette of a white guy. So back to that end. You yourself claim to be white. Fun fact. Microphones, go look it up. A white guy probably invented the microphone. What's this? A rectangle? Well, we invented the word rectangle, so that's kind of us too. It's getting kind of meta, but like we invented everything. So go fuck your mother. Oh, sorry. I can't say that to an inbred because he might actually do that.
That sort of shit. Not being able to dance.
So he's just listing off negative things. Like this is the attempt. So when you see a guy going, I'm going to shit on white people for like a clean decade and then hope I don't think anything will happen. Backlash? And he's sitting there high-fiving and flexing on, they're getting some little fucking munchkin Muslim guy named Abdul. Fucking Abdul. Isn't that the name of the monkey from Aladdin? What was his name? Abu? Okay, whatever. Do you know who's named Jafar? Jafar is Jafar Jackson, the guy who played Michael Jackson in that movie. Why would you name your kid after a Disney villain? Like, what the fuck? Actually, my grandmother's name is Ursula, so I don't know what I'm saying. So these are just like little pot shots on white people and just a mountain of disrespect. Just a fucking colossal mountain of jealousy, disrespect, and just bitch-made loser energy. That's how I perceive it.
Those aren't real tangible white culture things. A part of the reason why I also mention this is because there is no such thing as like, I'm a white person and whiteness needs to be protected, because you're not a white person, you're Irish. You're not a white.
Those are white people, you fuck. They're not mutually exclusive. And that woman is not Greek. She's a blonde, first of all. She might be Ukrainian. This woman's too good looking to be British. That's not a Polak. So I like how whiteness doesn't matter. All these groups, there is no commonality. Like, what the fuck? This could be a family portrait, okay? These people do not come from each corner of Europa. I'm sorry. But, like, I guess divide and conquer. Don't group up, whites. Whatever you do, don't group up. And trust me, white people are well aware of these distinctions. Like, for example, these Irish people hate these British people. They fucking can't stand each other. In fact, part of Ireland is Britain. And it's kind of a contentious thing. The Welsh hate the English and the Scottish hate each other. Everyone hates England. The Polish, these are Slavic people. These are not Western European people. A totally different race of people. Different culture, different language, etc. As are the Russians, as are all these people. The Ukrainians, I mean, they have their own uniqueness, etc., etc. But in the Western world, all of those differences got muted, and we assimilated into the melting pot of American culture, which is a white enterprise, by and large, the vast majority, especially earlier on. And so the white people there became one new group of people. We don't tend to call ourselves white people because we don't need that in-group label. We prefer to be individualistic. And unless there's a common threat like the Muslims, the communists, Islam at large, or, alien invasion, we don't need words that unify us in that way. But when these guys come in, they're like, they look at you and you're all just white. So you get disparaged. Remember, you're the mayonnaise eater. You can't dance, etc. So those are just white people. But then when you go, okay, well then maybe we should band together and stand up for ourselves and have dignity, which I talked about, white dignity. And then they go, no, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Why not? Because you're of Greek descent and you're Ukrainian and you're like, what? Okay. And we're all white and we're all European. And Hassan, why are you dick riding for Gaza? You're not Arab. You're not Palestinian. You're not even a Muslim. You're some fucking Turkish bitch. Roach. So how do you figure? The Muslim world isn't a thing? Okay.
person, you're Polish. Every white person in this country, pretty much every white person in this country, knows exactly what their lineage is. They can trace their ethnicity back. They can trace their culture back to their great
So what?
grandfathers.
And what? And that's long in the past for most people. I'm first generation, but a lot of people, it's multiple generations. And what's your point? Go tell that to Bill the Butcher, the nativist from Gangs of New York, Daniel Day-Lewis. Hey, Bill the Butcher, you're nothing. Your race is nothing. Your biology is nothing. You have no group. Go fuck yourself. You're going to get a meat cleaver in your flank in about half a second.
Right? Now, the
No, not right, you fuck.
opposite of that, or black culture, is not.
This is fantastic. Black culture is nothing? Hold on. So wait. Okay, if you were to be consistent right now, he just tried to eradicate the concept of white in-group. So a white label, white category for humans in America who are white. He's now going to not continue that train of thought and say, also, black people are nothing. That's just a made-up term too. Those people come from different groups. They come from, Kenya and Nigeria and South Africa and Namibia. He's not going to do that. He's going to completely glaze black people and say, no, that's legitimate. I respect that category. That's a good group.
Not true. That's why black culture is something that is defined. That
What the fuck? First of all, black culture, and they cut to this picture. Is that big pun? Okay, wait a minute. They throw up just like a gaggle of rappers. I mean, this guy's clearly not black. But Tupac and Biggie, so just a couple of, first of all, he was a closeted gay. Gangster rappers is their contribution. So like black crime, thanks. And here's the fucking Fugees bitch who was like, my music ain't for white people. Totally racist cunt. And Jay-Z, whose lips take up like 20% of this image. P. Diddy, wow, he was a great one for you guys. LL Cool J, battle anybody, I don't care what you say. I mean, Flavor Flav is the contribution. Yeah, boy. Thanks, guys. Thanks, blacks. I think we'll pass. Like, in net, we'll pass. Is that Run DMC and Jam Master Jay? I think he died. So, like, I guess whites, we couldn't... Wait a minute. Didn't you throw up a woman eating mayonnaise and then us not being able to dance? That was us. We don't have dancers? We don't have chefs? We don't have cuisine? Really? Really? We don't have musicians? Oh, really? Interesting. Another gangster. How many of these people have records? Not musical records, criminal records.
you can point to.
What can we point to? What are we pointing to?
Can talk about with its art and with its cultural.
Wait. White people don't have art? The fuck? First of all, this is why part of the reason I hype up Eurovision is because it's a white enterprise. It's a white global artistic enterprise. But the Renaissance, every single genre of art and artistic expression has been dominated, pioneered, revolutionized by white human beings. You got to be fucking kidding me. White people don't have artists, right?
Signifiers. There are tangible things you can point to when you think about black culture, because black culture
is good and real,
rooted within slavery.
Wait, black culture. So now the blacks are defined by slavery. First of all, newsflash: blacks existed long before slavery, and long after slavery. They're not defined by fucking slavery. Okay, like what? So when a black does something, it's good because slavery. What kind of stupid viewpoint is this? This is the most retarded thing in the world. Like, what the fuck? Hey, Hassan, white people were enslaved once too. Can we count now? Do we get to count?
It's rooted within colonial violence. It was created out of necessity. Because
what the hell?
Because when black people were brought here as slaves, they were robbed of their own culture and their own language.
The only way to have culture is to be enslaved. And then I care about you because I can talk about slavery. And I like talking about slavery because it's something I hang over the head of white people. Hey, Hassan, didn't Muslims have slavery? Not really the topic. Not really the topic.
In their own background and their own names even. So they were forced to reckon with that and create their own culture in their shared inner...
What the fuck are you talking about? Everyone has culture, you piece of shit. Goddamn Turkish roach. What are you babbling about? Culture comes when you get enslaved and you get your name taken away and you're like, fuck, the guy just took my name. My name's Kunta Kinte, but he's calling me Toby. I guess I'll invent culture now. What kind of culture? Gangster rap. Okay, Kunta. MC Kunta, Jesus, incredible. Thanks.
Generational trauma and struggle.
Trauma. It's just like a word generator. It's fucking word salad.
That's the main difference between black culture and white culture.
Okay, so let me just, now that the smoke is cleared from that stupid fucking spasm, the difference between black culture and white culture is whites have no culture and blacks do have culture because slavery. Okay, perfect. Makes sense. Can't wait for your next appearance at the Oxford Union.
For the most part. That's why there's tangible things when you think about black culture, but there's nothing really that tangible when you think about
tangible.
White culture.
What the fuck? Oh my God. I mean, forget Europe. Literally forget Europe. In America, this dude's saying there's no white culture in America? The fuck? Literally you can't walk one step and not see blatant, tangible, material examples of white culture every fucking where you go, dude. It's the air you breathe. Unbelievable. The language you are speaking. It's just unfathomably retarded, what he's describing here. But holy shit. I found a video he did. Some Muslim had gone berserk and Allahu Akbar'd and killed some people. Then he decided, he did a video. This was I think it was Charlottesville. And remember that guy was in a car and people were like banging on his car, and so he got spooked and he hit the accelerator and he killed this woman, Heather Heyer, some fat white chick. And like, it was a panicked, spurgy situation. The guy went to jail. Like, it was, unfortunate and fucked up. He called that white terror. He called that white terror to take us off the scent of brown terror or Muslim terror, which is kind of a thing, especially at that time. And he goes, Nazis get white terror privilege. And I did a video about it.
Okay, before we get started, I need to say something that needs to be said, and you're going to understand the context later in the piece.
Before we get started, I'm going to explain a few things to you, you small-headed, hairy, grotesque idiot of a millennial shit. Nazis get white terror privilege. White terror is not a thing. You're implying that being white is somehow relevant or motivational in what they're doing, the actions that they take. It makes no sense. Islamic terror makes sense, because what they do has everything to do with Islam. It's the same reason we don't call that brown terror, or in Boko Haram's case, black terror. So the reason brown terror and black terror doesn't exist, white terror shouldn't exist, you idiot, racist shit. But once again, the Nazis get brought up.
You're not crazy. The world is. Join the Flying Monkeys.